Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. The most common stove or type of stove that we review here on the channel is a canister stove. Now it can be an upright canister stove or a remote canister stove. In general, upright canister stoves, they connect directly to the top of your fuel canister, and they tend to be lighter weight and a little bit lower in power than your remote canister stoves. Now remote canister stoves, they are remote because the canister sits to the side. There's a stretch of fuel hose that connects to the actual stove. And these stoves tend to be more powerful and consequently a lot of times heavier. Today we're going to take a look at a remote canister stove whose weight is not far off some of the best upright canister stoves. Stay tuned, I'll show you what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, most remote canister stoves tend to be more powerful. They tend to be more sturdy, and because of that, they tend to weigh more than your typical upright canister stove. Today, we are reviewing a stove that is a remote canister stove that has a power consistent with a lot of remote canister stoves. Maybe not quite as powerful as some, but very high power, but it has the weight of an upright canister stove. It is a pretty impressive little stove. Let me show it to you. Okay, so this is the Fire Maple Petrol Titanium Ultralight Backpacking Stove. Your mobile kitchen's what it says right there. I'm going to get this thing out. This is the carrying case for it. See what comes with it. It's got a little instruction manual, carrying case. It does have like a little windscreen, and then this is the actual stove itself. Dimensions folded like this are 3.7 by 3.4 by 1.3. And when you unfold it, which is very easy to do, you just unfold it like that. And unfold it like this, and there is your stove, just like that. Unfolded, it's 4.7 by 4.4 by 3.6. Weight is a pretty impressive 3.4 ounces, or 95.5 grams. Power is also impressive, 9,213 BTU. It's made out of titanium, stainless steel, aluminum, and copper. Fuel is isobutane. As you can see, it has a standard isobutane adapter or connector here. Claims a boil time of 1 minute, 48 seconds for half a liter, and cost is $49.95 on Amazon. Very simple design, as you can see. I'm going to move this stuff kind of out of the way so you can see it. Like I said, very simple design. It is amazingly lightweight for a remote canister stove. It, of course, is corrosion resistant because it's made mainly out of titanium. Does come with that windshield. The windshield's kind of annoying. It's one of these just kind of really thick, almost like aluminum foil. I would not use this. I would just use like a more traditional aluminum windscreen for it. It is designed to work perfectly with the Petrol series of pots. I'll show you guys one of those pots right here. This is the ramen pot. It's a larger 800 milliliter pot, and it's got these spacings on the bottom, or slots on the bottom, and basically this will slot in perfectly just like that, and you can see this designed. I also have a smaller Petrol, which I think is 600 milliliters if I remember, but you can see when you have it on here like this how that flame is going to go right underneath. It's got these baffles like a Jetboil does, and that really helps with the efficiency of this system. I'm going to show you guys the flame pattern of this thing, and we're going to try to boil a little bit over 2 cups of water, 16.9 ounces roughly, which is half a liter, and see if that minute 48 second boil time is correct. So let me get this set up and we'll go ahead and boil some water. So how about that? On the money, actually 1 minute 47 seconds. Now, I don't know exactly what temperature they started at, but normally we end up with results that are not up to snuff. This was a full half liter. This particular petrol 800 milliliter pot has a very specific line for half liter. So this was half a liter. If you're wondering, it was pretty decent as far as fuel usage as well. It was between 9 and 10 grams of fuel used for this half liter. That's a pretty good number. Like all of our stove reviews, we're going to talk pros and cons. We'll start with the pros. It is ultra light, 3.6 ounces. It is very powerful at almost 10,000 BTU. Because it's titanium, it cools very quickly, and I would say a very decent price, 50 bucks. That's about how much you could spend for a decent upright canister stove, like a Pocket Rocket 2, or if you want to spend a little more, you can get the Soto Windmaster, but it's certainly not overpriced at all. Like all stoves, though, there are cons as well. It can feel a little tippy, especially if you don't have any weight on it. Sometimes if you don't straighten the hose out very well, it'll kind of sit catty corner or crooked. Once you put weight on top of it, then it works just fine. It is very susceptible to the wind. I think they knew that. That's why they included their windscreen, and it's a pro, I guess, that they included a windscreen. I don't like the particular windscreen that they included. It's not going to be user-friendly long-term. Just get yourself one of those kind of accordion type aluminum windscreens. That would work much better long-term. And the carry case, as I showed you guys, is kind of throwaway. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I like more plastic, hard containers. Like I said, traditionally, upright canister stoves are less powerful and lighter weight than, remote canister stoves like this one. This one is a really good combination of high power, low weight, all in a package that is definitely worthy for a remote canister stove. So I think overall it's a great, great product. I have to say I also really like the petrol pots. I have two of them, like I said, I think a 600 milliliter and then this 800 milliliter ramen pot that I'm going to do a very specific review on because I like this pot. Now, one thing is when they sit on top of the stoves, you have to be careful to pull them off. Like they lock on there. They lock on there. So to pull them off, you're going to need something to kind of hold. You can use a stick, just to hold the bottom of the pot and it'll come right off. But just know that the petrol pots, they work very well, but they do stick. I'm not going to say stick, but they lock in there pretty good. The petrol series in general from Fire Maple is one of my favorite series out there. If you have not checked it out for the price, for the design, for the quality, make sure you check it out. Now, if you've watched my channel in the past, you know that Fire Maple has been kind of a long time supporter of the channel. They send me products to check out, to review, and in particular this one. They sent it to me. They didn't ask me anything, which is what they do often. They just sent me a package in the mail. It had this and they said, hey, we hope you enjoy it. They never asked for a review. They never accept a review. There have been times when they've sent me products and said, hey, do you mind reviewing this product if you like it? But they never have any say in what I actually say to you guys. And when they send things like this completely randomly with no expectations, I think it's kind of neat and I appreciate their support of the channel. One thing I mentioned is that I don't really like the carrying case. I like hard plastic carrying cases. And I was thinking, can I fix this carrying case? And then I remembered, I have a 3D printer. I don't like the canister or the carry case for it. I made this with my 3D printer. It's basically just a big box and it will easily hold this stove with room for extra stuff. You can see it fits very nicely inside of here. You can easily close it and it's pretty nice. Again, you can hold all kinds of stuff inside of here. The other one I made is honestly a little, probably too big. It's this big canister. I do like it, but it is big. It'll fit right in there, and it really will allow you to hold quite a bit of stuff inside of there along with it. But it is a little bit large. Nonetheless, this is a lot of what having a 3D printer is all about. You can see this thing is perfectly printed with my Bamboo Lab P2S. If you guys are interested in more stuff about 3D printing, just check out my second channel, the Paleo Maker MD. But if you're looking for a different type of case for this kind of stove, you can make it easily with a 3D printer. Now those aren't perfect. They're a little larger than they have to be, and that's because I just adapted products that were already designed and I just scaled them to fit this stove. Took a couple tries, but I scaled them and got that sorted out They both work just fine, but they are kind of large and bulky. So they take a stove that is very much compact and easy to pack and puts it inside of a very large container. Now it protects the stove and it protects your gear. I think that I can come up with a much better design. I just have to take the time myself to actually design it and take care of it, which is something I plan on doing in the future here on this channel and my other channel, which is Paleo Maker MD. So what do you guys think? Do you like the stove? Do you think it's kind of a nice combination? Like I said, an ultralight, very reasonably priced and compact remote canister stove. It's got high power, low cost, and low weight. I look at a lot of stoves and I boil a lot of water. One of the things people ask all the time is, can you cook with these things? So one of the things I'm planning on doing is, for example, with this stove and other stoves that I'm going to be doing in the future, I'm going to do a review, a traditional review like this, but then I'm going to shoot another video where I'm going to show you guys how easy it is, or hard it is, I guess, depending on the stove, to actually cook a meal with it. You know, you can crank this thing way up and you can boil a whole lot of water, but can you cook anything? A lot of times it's hard to lower the flame enough to actually use it without burning everything in sight. So is it going to work? Stay tuned. We're going to look at that in a couple of months probably, and we're going to see exactly how well this product works in cooking an actual meal. I think that should be fun. Do me a favor, guys. If you like the video, make sure you click on the subscribe button and hit that little like button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, having a lot of fun doing this channel and reviewing stoves like this. If you're not aware, I have an entire playlist on stoves, tons and tons of stoves. It's going to be nearing 200 videos, 200 different stoves later this year. So that's pretty exciting. So make sure you check out that playlist. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Stay tuned for more videos soon.